Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for another Titus Diorama and ToyReviews. Today we are going to be doing a review on the Spider-Man from the Build-A-Figure Marvel's Kingpin Wave. So let's get to it. Guys, as you can see, Spider-Man comes in the standard window box Marvel Legends packaging, which allows you to see the figure inside. The side of the packaging has some really great artwork, and of course the back of the packaging has a really nice product shot, as well as a small bio and a list of all the other figures in this wave. With that stated, guys, let's go ahead and get Spider-Man out of the packaging. Alright guys, so here is Spider-Man out of the packaging. Now, I grew up watching the old 90s cartoon shows. Spider-Man the Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series, Gargoyle, Superman, Batman Beyond, all of those. And I absolutely love them. They're just nostalgic to me these days. And when I heard that Marvel Legends was coming out with a six-armed Spider-Man, I couldn't resist to get it. So, while I was in Calgary, of course, I picked up the figure. For a couple reasons. A, like I said, nostalgic reasons. I do have the original Classics figure. And he was really cheap. So I didn't mind picking him up. Now, that stated, guys, my impression with this figure, and I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot of things lacking on this guy. I can kind of overlook the fact that there's no articulation in the upper body due to having the six arms attached, but I think they could have added articulation at the waist, so at least you could swivel them side to side, which would give you more posability. All the arms that he has on him all function perfectly fine like the arms should, although the top arms seem to be a bit skinny. And here's another point I want to point out about Marvel Legends. All the male characters have double jointed elbows, at least over the last probably 5-6 years. This Spider-Man figure has really skinny arms, and yet they still added double joints. Why can they not do this to the female figures? They can obviously do it on smaller arms. Some of the other kind of pet peeves that I have with this figure is that Hasbro took the time to sculpt in the webbing. And I know it's a bit hard to see, but you can see the webbing on the head, it's on the boots, it's on the shoulders, it's here on the arms. Yet they did not take the time to do a dry brush or paint in the lines so they popped more. It just looks unfinished to me. Now, that's fine with me. I can go ahead and put that paint in there, but I shouldn't have to. This figure is typically $20 to $30, and the fact that it's got limited articulation and it wasn't fully painted is kind of a downfall. Another thing to mention is the actual body sculpt itself. I think this guy would have benefited from one of the newer body molds for Spider-Man, not this really old body mold. The other big thing is the way that he is sculpted. You can see he's got a pretty thick upper body to accommodate those arms, which makes him top heavy. And you can see I've got him connected to a stand so that way he doesn't fall over. I had a really hard time trying to get him to stand up on his own because of the heft on his upper body. Now guys, I would typically go over all the articulation, but like I said, it's kind of lacking on here. So he does have the head hinge and swivel so he can look up and down and side to side. All the shoulders or arms can do a 360. He has bicep swivels, double jointed elbows, and his wrists do hinge back and forth. I wish that he came packaged with a few more additional hands so you have some more poses, but what you see is what you get. Again, no articulation throughout the upper body or at the hips other than you have the thigh cuts, the hips so you can do the splits. He does kick forward a bit. He does not kick back too far. He does have double jointed knees, a swivel at the upper boot, and his feet can point down, up, and they do have the ankle pivot. So let's go ahead and compare him to a few other figures. Alright guys, so here he is beside the two classic Spider-Man figures. When he first took the serum that mutated him and gave him the additional arms, and of course when he went full man Spider. Hasbro is coming out this year with a man Spider version that's going to be updated. However, I do believe he's going to have the same articulation as this guy does. So that's kind of a bummer. I may end up picking him up if the price is right in order to kind of complete this scenario here. But I have to say that I do still really love these older guys. And for what they are, I don't mind the articulation. They're great for when they came out. This could have been better. Anyway, guys, that's my review of Spider-Man, or the six-armed Spider-Man. I wanted to be honest with you guys on how I feel about this. I am happy that I have him in my collection because of, like I said, the nostalgic feels that I get from him. But I do wish he had a bit more. Either, like I said, more accessories, finished paintwork, or at least give him a better body mold, and a hip swivel. That's all I'm asking for. It could have been easily done. They had the time to do this. But again, like I said, we've got what we've got. Not much that we can change now. And I am happy about having him in my actual collection. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you're collecting a lot of Spider-Man Marvel Legends, then by all means, go ahead and pick them up. If you're somebody that's not a big Spider-Man fan, or you did not grow up watching that particular series that this is based off of, then it's up to you if you want to pick them up or not. As always, guys, I enjoy putting these videos together for you guys. I hope that you enjoy them yourself. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and click on the notification button so that way you can be notified with any new content that comes out on my channel. And as always, guys, stay nerdy.